Welcome back to my F1 Manager 24 Create a Team Career Mode here. Today, we have the Japanese Grand Prix, the Chinese GP, and to end off, the Miami Grand Prix off the back of a great start to Season 4 here for the 2027 season. We're leading McLaren in the Constructors' Championship. We have won every race so far. We've only won 3 of them, but we've won every race so far. Antonelli on a good back-to-back little streak. Last episode, we saw the R&D chart, and this maybe explains why we were convincingly winning those races. I say convincingly. Bahrain, we did have to work for it a fair bit. You know, Verstappen had to come back through for the 1-2 on a more aggressive strategy where we gave him a bigger delta time. And Antonelli, well, to be fair, Verstappen's fighting was actually helping Antonelli, basically. And we had to be very patient with him. And then we simulated the third race, and Antonelli got the win. Verstappen was down in, what was it, like P9, I think it was? Or worse than that. P10. So it wasn't plain sailing. Like, it wasn't the perfect episode ever. And we had a very topsy-turvy race last time out with, you know, Red Bull's up here, Porsche P4, Albon P5. That's a bit mad considering how bad Red Bull have been, how bad they still technically are on the R&D chart. But here they are in 5th place, ahead of a lot of people that they were being beaten by in the last few seasons. Ferrari yet to score this season, down in P8, lower than Haas, lower than Audi, lower than Porsche. That's pretty massive. So at the moment, you know, we spoke about Red Bull's downfall needing to be studied. They're on the come up. They're coming back up, and Ferrari's downfall really needs to be studied after all, potentially into this season. We're not resting our case though in terms of the car development. We've got a chassis and underfloor on the way. Both of these designs will get done in time for Japan, but also that means other AI teams, their designs could be done, so they could be looking to try and come back at us in performance-wise, because obviously we held off Piastri in the first race, so I think they're really going to be gunning for us in these next few episodes. So we need to try and stabilize everything, and try and keep control of the championship if we can, and that means continuing a decent stream of upgrades, whilst also still thinking about the next season, because yes, we are looking at trying to go for the championship, our first championship this season. But I don't know about you guys, I'm enjoying the series so much that I still think we'll be playing this further on to defend our championship, for example. And then who knows what's going to happen in the series. As long as you guys keep on coming and watching, I will continue to keep on making it, because I'm still very much enjoying the series. So yes, I want to think about the next season's car to make sure we're not sacrificing next season, putting everything on this season, because we could do that. We definitely could, but then that would put us in a very tricky position next season, and I definitely want to continue playing it into next season, and hopefully you guys will, as the comments keep on coming for the shed, and a few of you playing on the whole cooking aspect of the thumbnail and the title last time out, and others on Verstappen still, you know, getting comfortable or uncomfortable with the team, I should say. Underfloor's done, and we're going to get that manufactured straight away. We've got only 6 days till the Grand Prix, so at 7 days. Do we rush it to get it on the car? We can get one upgrade on the car. We can get one of the underfloors on the car, and then the other one will have to wait till the next race. Our design center upgrade come in, so we're now level 3 on the design center. That's pretty cool, and the chassis as well, so we can manufacture that. Again, probably won't get done in time, will it? Rush. Oh, we go. Okay, so we're gonna do normal for the chassis, because if we rush it, it won't even get done in time for Suzuka. Both of them will get done in time for China. So we're going to have one upgrade on one car into Japan. And now we've got a regulation vote, minor technical changes for the next season. So actually quite nice I actually mentioned next season, because now we're having to vote on this. So we've got high-speed wing changes or low-speed wing changes. We're pretty good at low speed, so I think we should vote for these changes, because we can take that hit knowing we've got an advantage compared to other teams already in this department. By confirming a new sponsor plan, good amount of money's come in, 34 million. All good, really. I mean, it's been so long since we've had to worry about finances, hasn't it? As that underfloor will get made, and it is time to decide who's going to get it. For me, I think it's got to be Antonelli. He's leading the championship after 2 wins in a row. Maybe it would have been different if Verstappen was the one leading. And also, when you think about it, Verstappen is such a talent, 83 rated. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. So here's our design center improvement, by the way. So we go from 10 to 15 engineers, project capacity 4 to 6, and effectiveness, well, we go from 34%, because our other design center was very worn out, to 84. That's huge. Although at the moment, because of our engagement activities, our engineering team is pigeonholed down to 8 right now, but we will be able to expand that. Oh, there's some light rain here in Suzuka. I think I want to manage this one. We'll simulate the others. I think we'll manage this one. Could be a fun one with the light rain. And it's a solid first lap for Antonelli. P1. 4.5 tenths ahead of Verstappen. Whether that's the upgrade making the difference, I'm not too sure. It's it's only one upgrade, but obviously we did spend half the ATR period on the upgrade. And like last season, the going for quality over quantity of the upgrades has really actually made a big impact. It means when we do bring an upgrade, it's a decent chunk on the R&D chart. So yeah, it could make a big difference, but it's just the unfortunate thing of there literally just was only one available. There was no other way of doing it unless we wanted to waste money on an emergency upgrade. But I feel like we've outgrown the need to panic with that sort of thing and overspending when we don't need to be doing that. Besides, anyway, I imagine we should be fine to get through into Q2 anyway. Behrman right now looking okay up there, but we've said that many times that Audi, as O'Ward goes P1, Audi, they clearly have a very good qualifying car, like an actual quick car over one lap, but their race pace is shocking. I reckon it's the tyre wear, because I've noticed their tyre wear is very low in the races compared to ours at certain points of the stint. So I think O'Ward and Behrman are season 1 drivers. They are kind of facing ironically, the same issues here in Audi as we had in season 1, although obviously they're fighting for, the top places in qualifying. We were fighting for P16, 15. But remember in season 1, many eons ago now, still the same shed, of course, we were fighting for 15, 16, and then the race pace was like last place and second last place. So it's the same sort of thing for them, that they are looking much better on Saturdays than they are on Sundays. Same for Ferrari, really. I mean, Leclerc's up here at P4, but you wouldn't think that that's where they should be basing off their race results, the standings, 0 points on the board. Very, very peculiar indeed. And we'll end it then with the usual suspects knocked out. The 2 Aston Martins really struggling this season compared to their loftier heights in seasons 2 and 3, for example. Alpine, Williams, and both Haskars are out. Our old driver Antonio Giovinazzi dead last place today, as it's Tsunoda, P1 in the Mercedes at his home race. Could Tsunoda, in the Mercedes, he knows it's his best chance to perform in front of the home crowd. Could we be seeing a Tsunoda absolutely chefing it up like the restaurant he's always wanted? All right, sending Antonelli out. He's in a little bit of a pack ahead of Leclerc. Behind Behrman should be fine. Verstappen in acres of clean space as he starts his flying lap uninterrupted. So let's see what he can do. Was a steady Q1, just got through the session, but now this is where it matters, and there's a bit of traffic there as Verstappen gets very annoyed. GP knows about it. It was a Porsche as well, and it was Russell. Of course it was. Russell and Verstappen, obviously, very good chums. Very, very good chums. All right, Antonelli's coming through. His lap's actually been very uninterrupted, to be fair. No one ahead of him. Runs to the line. Let's see. Crosses it. Oh!
And we are boxes left.
What is that? Yep. What is that, brother? 1.415. Ugh. Okay. Verstappen, please cheer me up. What's going on here? Crossing the line. And even with Russell holding us up, we go quicker than Antonelli. But both drivers need to go again. Bloody hell. Our laps were horrendous there. Both of them must have got impeded in the traffic. Poor Chair's gone top out of everyone. That's a bit mad. Right, let's go. You know what? Let's go now. Yeah, good. And then Verstappen now as well. Okay, I think that's a good amount of room for both drivers. I mean, they're going to get overtaken by people on their own flying laps, but hopefully they get out of the way. Antonelli starts his lap. I think he's uninterrupted in general. I don't think he'll catch Albon there. And Verstappen is definitely going to have a clean circuit. So both of them in the drop zone. So this needs to be a much better lap from both drivers. Otherwise, we are going to be in a very shock position of being out and on the back foot. What's going on here? Porsche tops this session in the Red Bull. Piastri second. Behrman third. Very, very odd. Hulkenberg up there for Alpine. Very, very strange. And there you saw Antonelli gets held up again a little bit there by the Alpine of Hulkenberg. We just spoke about him, and it was great timing there. The Audi jumps out the way, but it's a purple first sector. I kind of fear the middle sector. Oh, no, it's going to be purple. Okay, okay. Go on, Antonelli. Even with the traffic, we get through. Vettel locks up. Purple, purple. Verstappen can't say the same, though. Only green and yellow for the Dutchman. Antonelli goes top by 0.6 of a second or more. That's crazy. That's big. Verstappen to the line. This needs to be a green last sector, Max. Crossing the line, and he gets through. It's not a blistering lap, but it gets us through. It gets us through, hopefully. Let's just come in. There might be time to go out again just for a safety lap with Verstappen, but I hope that's enough. And we probably won't have time to send him out again, will we? Reconfigure. There might be enough time if he really leg it. Nah, probably not now, isn't it? If I go manual, go. Right, Verstappen crossed the line. Yeah, that's him done. That's him done. And he only just maybe avoids it, and I spoke too soon. Our commentators cursed Tsunoda. He's out in Q2 now. Bortoleto as well. Leclerc and the Ferrari, Vettel, Lando. Verstappen makes it through just along with Lewis Hamilton. The two Audis are looking actually genuinely strong here. The Porsches as well for Russell and Ocon. Piastri's up there, the Red Bulls, and obviously ourselves with Antonelli topping everything. All right, come on, boys. Let's go out straight away. Let's not mess around with the traffic. Let's just go, go, go.
Should be green.
Okay, even though I do that, Porsche gets out ahead of us. It's fine. It's fine. No one's going to hold each other up. Or they shouldn't do, I hope. A little bit of traffic there with Lewis. It's very hard to always get them in a good amount of free air, because you either get the cars around you on an outlap with you, or you get cars that are coming on an outlap but out of sync, and so they hold you up whilst they're on their outlap and you're on a flying lap then. As Antonelli comes through the final couple of corners, running to the line. Porsche with its 126 dead. Antonelli 0.6 slower. Verstappen's on form though. Immediately 0.045 off Porsche, 0.6 quicker than Antonelli. So even with a slightly slower car, Verstappen goes quicker on the first time. That again goes back to Antonelli needs to put in the lap straight away, man. Put it in straight away. All right, quite a few people quicker than us then. Albon, Hamilton, the two Audis. So we've got one new set of softs to go for both drivers, in fact. So I'll send out Verstappen now. That's a good amount of room. And then we'll wait. And then I will send Antonelli now. Let's go. Just ahead of O'Ward and Albon. Good stuff. Right, Verstappen is on his flyer. It's a green first sector. It's yellow middle sector. That's not great for him. Right now, Teo Porcher in the much inferior Red Bull Ford is on pole position. What is going on? Verstappen doesn't go quicker. He doesn't improve on his lap. He stays second place. Right now, Porcher is doing the unthinkable in the Red Bull Ford. This team has been nowhere. They scored like 1 point total last season, and you're telling me one of them is provisional pole right now. What is going on? Antonelli needs to improve. He's P7 right now, but Albon ahead. Hamilton, the two Audis, his own teammate. So this needs to be better. He's got acres of clean space ahead of him. Let's speed this up. Let's see anyone going quicker. Oh, Ocon beats Verstappen. Ocon and Russell, the two Porsches, have out-qualified Verstappen. What on earth is going on? Where have Porsche found this pace from? Where have Red Bull found the pace? And what can Antonelli do? Crosses the line. Oh my God, we're washed. Antonelli only P7. What's Hamilton doing? What's Piastri doing? They're still coming round. They could make this even worse for us. Hamilton to the line. Goes quicker. Piastri. What's he got? Oh, he's pitting. P8, though. P8. P8's with the car we gave the new part to. And Verstappen, with the older car, still gets beat anyway by 2 Porsches, our arch nemesis, the ex-RB team of Ocon and Russell now in Porsche colours, and Teo Porcher in a Red Bull Ford that scored 1 point last season is on pole. We're washed. We're what? Liquidate the team. We're done. We're done. We're done. Oh, and there's rain as well in this race, isn't it? Bloody hell. Never say never in Formula 1. Just when you lot maybe thought, oh, 2 wins in a row? This might be quite a cruise season. Oh, no, no. This season is coming right back at us. And we've got a challenge. We've got a challenge here on our hands. We very much do. Bloody hell. What a top 3, huh? Right, it genuinely is going to be a proper wet race here. Intermediates all through the entire race, you know? We did... Last season's car, we basically had like a wet weather specialist car in Season 3, 2026. I wonder what this year's car is going to be like. First time we're doing a wet period in the race at all, let alone the whole race being wet. I really hope we still have a strong car in the wet, because last season, it did bits for us. I hardly had to manage the drivers when it was wet. They just did so well all the time. Right, so Verstappen's strategy is going quicker at the start, then kind of eking out. Antonelli going slower, then going rapid. I feel like, yeah, okay, Fez. Okay, let's go with that. I think Verstappen, yeah, let's attack the 2 Porsches and the Red Bull at the start. Antonelli, let's slowly bed into the race. He needs to build back a bit of confidence from high to very high, because, yeah, that quali wasn't his best hour for sure. Fuel-wise, we know fuel saving was good with Verstappen in Bahrain, so let's knock the fuel down. We know fuel saving's higher in the wet conditions, so maybe we even go... Do we go bold? -2 laps of fuel. I think we try it. I think we try it. If we don't come back from this, if we don't come back in this race, if the 2 Porsches finish both on the podium and a Red Bull Ford, which you guys know has been shocking the last 2 seasons, if it ends as it starts here, with Red Bull winning and the 2 Porsches on the podium, or just one of them occurs, either a Red Bull win or 2 Porsches on the podium, even if the Red Bull falls away, we just need to simply cancel everything. We just need to drop everything. As a society here in Formula 1 in the game, how have the rest of us allowed that to happen? How?
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race.
They're bound to be a little frustrated down in P8, but hopefully they can channel their determination.
Right, let's get to it then. Get ready. It's the Japanese Grand Prix.
Here we go to 5 red lights. Red Bull, Ford and Porsche on the front row. That looks so weird. So weird as we're underway. Ocon's into the lead. Ocon leads the Are you kidding me? How as a grid are we allowing Ocon in the RB? Yes, I know it's Porsche, but underneath the RB, how are we letting? How? I've given them too much credit, making them Porsche in this season, because when you really boil it down, they were RB. How have they become so annoyingly good, and they're still doing it? I thought they fell off at the start of the season, and they've bounced back. They fell off so much in the middle of last season, and now they're back, and they're leading, and they're third. And Red Bull Ford have come back, and they're second. And we've gone from Red Bull being embarrassed by RB to now Red Bull being here with firm handshakes to RB, who are now Porsche at this. I can't believe it. Right, we're on the way. Verstappen's down to 5th place. What is going on? Aggression, lads. Aggression. We need aggression. Antonelli. Oh, Antonelli goes across the grass. And Verstappen, oh my God. What's happened? What's happened? What's happened?
Yeah, we see that.
Verstappen down to 6.
He let me know.
Oh!
Yeah, saw that.
Did he get squeezed off?
There's something.
Minor damage. No! What's happened? Is there a replay? I think something happened with Verstappen and Piastri because they both got those icons. To be fair, Gasly does as well. Maybe they're all separate incidents. It might have been... You know what? I saw... He was side by side with Behrman behind him, wasn't he? Or O'Ward. Either way, Verstappen's in an Audi sandwich. So one of our old drivers, now driving for Audi, has pushed Verstappen wide and caused him underfloor damage. This race is just getting more and more frustrating for me to sit back and watch. And now my game's lagging. I apologise for the frame rate. What is going on?
Update on track conditions.
Oh, it's getting wet, mate. That's what the track conditions are like. Antonelli is under pressure from Albon. What is going on with our car? What is going on with our car? I fear the worst. I fear we have lost all our speed in the wet. That is what I fear right now. Can we speed this up? Let's see how it goes. Verstappen still P6. Antonelli still P8. Let's see how we go through this lap. Okay, let's bring down the... Oh, yellow flags for what? Oh, Antonelli up to P7. Oh, Porche's spun it. Everyone gets a free position. Porche's bottled it. Oh, no. That's bad for the Frenchman. That's bad. That's bad. He's felt the pressure trying to keep up for the lead of the race. It's a safety car, but are you seeing what I'm seeing? It's a safety car, but are you seeing what I am seeing? I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be sick right here. How is this team doing it? Every time. Every time. Oh, red flag. Jesus. Safety car's turned into a red flag. Has someone crashed into Porcher whilst he's stationary? No. It's...
Oh, that's quite an impact between
Oh,
them.
no. That's horrendous. Porcher trying to spin himself round. And it's a head-on collision with the Aston Martin of Pierre Gasly. It's French Civil War. It's baguette violence here in Japan. Right, red flag. Okay, it's going to be still damp. So still intermediates then. 5th and 7th. Porsche. 1-2. Of course. Right. Inters. I mean, we're only at 4. So I think we just kind of carry on basically. But hopefully the restart gives us a little bit of a, you know, reset in this race. Because I don't think we were looking too hot in these opening laps. Right. Here we go again. Another 5 red lights. This time it's a Porsche 1-2. Ocon and Russell at the top. We get underway. Oh, God. Wait, hang on. Pause it every time with the red flag, man. Every time. You have to rechange this. Go to push. Go to deploy. Right. Max aggression, right? Oh, I forgot Verstappen has the damage. That's going to definitely hurt him. He's already got a slower car as well. Bloody hell. Bless him. Right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, it's chaos at the start. Hamilton looking to go through maybe both Porsches. No, just the one. The 2 Audis tucked in behind. Ocon still leads. Hamilton 2nd. Russell, O'Ward, Behrman, Verstappen 6, Antonelli 7, and Albon P8 with Piastri, the reigning champ, of course, P9. Bortoletto side by side with Leclerc, McLaren v Ferrari, Sonoda, the home favourite, P12, as Hamilton really capitalising on the reset and looking much quicker. Well, I'm just speeding this up a little bit. We've saved all the fuel. Oh, Hamilton! Hamilton with the dive. Oh, that was a great timing. Hamilton showing his class as he gets up into P1 in wet conditions, showing that the experience is paying out for him. Of a 7-time world champion, P1, Ocon P2, Russell P3. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord one of the Porsches isn't leading right now, as it's still O'Ward in P4. Behrman being chased after by Verstappen and Antonelli. Oh, good dive from Verstappen. Very good dive from Verstappen on Behrman. Gets round the outside. Oh, wheel to wheel. Good stuff there, though, from Max. Another great driver in the wet, of course, but Hamilton 2.6 ahead of Russell now. Russell, he's overtaken Ocon. Ocon is struggling in these conditions, it would seem, having lost lost the lead. He's bottling it now. O'Ward nearly gets him. Verstappen stays ahead of Behrman. Antonelli now needs to look to pass Behrman, his old teammate, his old pal from season 3. Come on, mate. Come on. Leclerc's got a mechanical fault, so Ferrari in pain again. All right, come on. Come on, Antonelli. Come on. Let's do this. Can I go deploy? Let's go. Let's go. Right, Antonelli, I'm pushing him hard. He needs to get past Behrman. He does get past Behrman. Good stuff. Immediately responds to the instructions and gets ahead of Behrman. This was the overtake here. I think into the spoon curves, was it? Yeah, on the outside. Ooh, very nice move. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right, now, I'm not going to say team orders, but I feel like Verstappen probably shouldn't fight this too much because he does have the damage and he's in the slower car. But with the damage, for sure, he's going to be slower overall in this race. But I'm not going to give him team orders just yet. Going to let Antonelli see if he can get past him fair and square. Oh, here goes Antonelli. Not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. They're both free to race. And Antonelli gets down the inside. He really has to because Verstappen is now the cork in the bottle. One more lap. I'll give him one more lap. If he can't get past, I need to give team orders because he is actually genuinely slowing everyone up. Oh, they're side by side. He gets pushed wide. Antonelli said he got pushed wide there, but he still made the move. He still made the move. Okay, go on, attack. Go, 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 go. Right, so far on this race, Hamilton leads then, and you can see his gap is slowly growing to 4 seconds. Leclerc with a mechanical fault. Russell and Ocon fighting each other. So the two Porsches getting lost in their own sauce for the podium, and they're not helping each other keep up with Hamilton and try and coming back at him, and that's letting O'Ward still be in the mixer. Antonelli gaining on all of them as they continue to fight. This will be their downfall, fighting each other too hard. Oh, Ocon! Oh, down the inside. I mean, we know how aggressive Ocon and Russell are as two individual drivers. So I feel like at some point, maybe this ends in disaster for them. O'Ward and Antonelli close. Verstappen not as quick as Antonelli because of the car, but also more because of this damage. This damage will definitely be hurting him. To be fair, in an ironic way, if we gave Verstappen the new floor, this would have got damaged. So at least this is the old floor that's damaged. So next race, he'll just replace it with the new floor. But I think this will be a case of for Verstappen trying to maximize the result, which could be this. Could be P6, maybe P5 if O'Ward's tyres fall off, because we know Audi's tyres will fall off eventually. Right now, I mean, look at Antonelli's tyre wear. Look at both their tyre wears compared to the guys ahead of us. So that's one thing we definitely have on this year's car. Our tyre wear is really decent on this year's car. And even though maybe it's not out and out, maybe quicker in some stages compared to some competitors, long term, if we just play the patient game, we can come back at cars. That's exactly what we're doing right now, as we're now closing up on O'Ward. And I think we might make a move very, very soon, as we run out of fuel here now with our Antonelli as he catches up to O'Ward. Can he go for a move here? Oh, good. Great acceleration. Go on, son. Go on. Get that move as the two Porsches are still fighting up the road. Antonelli, send it, mate. Send it. Get the elbow out. Lovely. P4. Carry on, keep going, keep going. Closing on Ocon now. This is good. This is good for us. Tyre wear is very, very good for us. That's giving Antonelli that advantage off the line. He's going for a move now on Ocon. Russell up ahead. Hamilton has started to slow up a bit. 3.6 the gap. The win could still be possible with Antonelli. It could still be possible. Verstappen, oh, just gets overtaken by Bortoletto as he cut onto him. Where's Behrman at? Behrman, has he pit yet or no? No, Behrman's not pit. He just fell away. Behrman's really fallen away in the Audi. And he's not the one challenging Verstappen. Bortoletto is. And the McLaren Junior up to P6. Verstappen maybe really feeling that underfloor now. Antonelli gets Ocon. Nice, cheeky dive into the hairpin. That's really cheeky. Very good stuff, Kimmy. And I think we're going to cut on to him attacking Russell. Yes, he is. Oh, no, no, no. Ocon's come back at him. Sorry. Get him through. Come on. Use that fuel. Use that fuel. There we go. Right, I'll keep the fuel on as we'll push away from Ocon and close up to Russell. And there we go. Using the fuel again. Gets past Russell. And we're into P2. Right. Now, Let's see if we can close up to Hamilton. Meanwhile, with Verstappen, Albon is catching him. Even with pushing, he's not really... Yeah, that underfloor damage, I think, is really hurting him now. All right, Verstappen's re-overtaking Bortoletto. So that's at least one thing there with a bit of deploy. Verstappen is now gaining on Ocon. So having overtaken Bortoletto, he's now starting to speed up a little bit. Maybe more so Ocon and O'Ward slowing up, as we've still got probably good tyre wear versus them, right? Yeah, very good tyre. We're 57% compared to 48. Just for that alone, Verstappen should be looking to make a move, I hope. Let's go a bit of deploy here with Verstappen. Let's go. Good. Oh, no. Albon. We're trying to make a move on Ocon, but Albon's coming to overtake us instead, maybe. No. Verstappen runs him out of room. Yellow flags for what? For who? Hopefully none of ours. Oh, Vettel.
Yellow flag.
No. Sebastian Vettel's locked up. He's in the grass. Yellow flags. Will that be anything? Will that be anything? Not too sure. Antonelli, 2.9. Slowly gaining on Hamilton, but we're being very careful with the tyre wear because I think we're going to have to make another stop. So we're making sure we can get to a good point where we make one more pit stop and we can comfortably get to the end with pushing. And I'm banking fuel ready for a push on the new set of inters. Meanwhile, with Verstappen, I'm just pushing him because I want to try and get him ahead of these two. And try and keep track position then that way. But, oh, Ocon diving down the inside of O'Ward. We might have a chance here. Let's push, Max. Let's go. Whilst Verstappen is annoyed by Ocon, he still can't overtake him. GP saying, come on, mate. And Verstappen's getting pretty pissed off behind Ocon. Antonelli now has cruised up to the back of Hamilton. And he's still got very good tyre wear in check. This is so... I haven't even had to manage him much, Antonelli. We've been kind of focused on Max, trying to get him ahead of Ocon and staying ahead of Albon. Hamilton's pit as well. Now we absolutely push like a stabbed rat with Verstappen. And then let's pit in this lap, I think. Pit in this lap. Another set of inters. Come in. Let's go balance on fuel. He'll be in. Antonelli will continue on just to extend the stint a little bit more, knowing we have a bit of fuel to burn as well. Okay, Ocon sets the fast lap of the Grand Prix. I think our lap times are coming down, so I think now's about the time to come in with Antonelli, but we've done very well to give him a big offset delta to push really hard on the last stint here. Meanwhile, Verstappen, P10, pushing hard, looking to overtake Piastri. So Piastri's jumped Verstappen with a very early pit stop then, that must be. But he should get the move done. Meanwhile, Antonelli will pit now. Comes in. It looks a bit dry. It's not drying up, is it? No. Okay. Still intermediates. Still intermediates. Right, Verstappen. Verstappen's still not past Piastri. Come on, man. Let's get this move done. Deploy. Let's go. Go, go. On the inside of 130R. Come on, man. Get it done. Get it done. Yes. That's it, Max. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Push, push, push. Come on. Yeah, cool. Got it. Got it. Keep going, mate. And we've come out behind Ocon with Antonelli. Okay, interesting. They've all pit and they're ahead of us. Is that how much of an undercut they got pitting so early? What's the time like? We're 10 seconds off Hamilton. Oh, so everyone's quite closely bunched in. Ocon, Tsunoda, O'Ward, Bortoletto, Russell. Okay, let's have a bit of fun then. Antonelli P7. About what, 20 laps-ish to go under that? It's time to cook, my friend. It's time to show the world that we truly do have the car. Maybe not the frame rate though right now. Okay, I'm not being funny, but Ocon is really holding us up. What's going on? Can we go deploy? Can we get him? Okay, we finally got him. That took two laps way too long to overtake Ocon. That was a bit concerning. That is a little bit concerning. Why did it take so long? Track conditions have changed to dry. Not dry enough for dry tires though, surely. No one's going to come in because it's going to start raining again. DRS available for the first time in the race. That could change things, you know. That's interesting. It's only occurred to me right now. We both drivers, Antonelli and Verstappen, we've lost out a lot of time on that pit stop window. Like the undercut worked so well, and I don't know if the delta difference is going to be enough for us. I thought it would be like Bahrain. All right, Verstappen gets up to P8. That's calm. He overtakes Behrman. Fast up by Antonelli. Okay, that's a bit better. That's a bit better for Antonelli as he now overtakes Tsunoda up to P5. Okay. It's coming to him. It's coming to him. For a little bit there, I was a bit concerned about the pace and where we were. But I think, well, 15 laps to go. We are 10 seconds off Hamilton. So we do need to push, which we are. Just needs to be a steady little reel in, and we should be able to reel back Hamilton, I hope. Right, Antonelli closing up to O'Ward now. Right now to 1-3, double podium for McLaren. They are actually doing very well in wet conditions. Maybe this year's McLaren is a bit of a wet weather car. Russell's still doing pretty damn good to be up in P2 because Ocon is floundering in P7. Although he is ahead of Verstappen, he needs to re-overtake Ocon, and fuel is not on his side anymore for Verstappen. It is for Antonelli. We have a lot of fuel there, but now he can't quite overtake O'Ward there. That's another lap that we are stuck behind the car, which isn't good. Okay, he gets him. O'Ward's got a mechanical fault. O'Ward with mechanical fault. You've got to overtake him, Antonelli. You've got to get him now this lap. With the mechanical fault, absolutely you have to be getting him as track conditions change to damp. And Antonelli slings through into... No? What is going on, man?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It does matter, William. What do you mean? Okay, he finally gets him. It's his favourite overtaking spot, it would seem, here this race, on the inside of the spoon curves. And he's up to P4. He's got some clean air. I hope to God O'Ward is not going to come back at him. There's a big train here, so that's a little bit worrying for me. Maybe with 10 laps to go, let's start attacking. We've got the tyre wear for it, right? 13% more tyre wear. I think we can go attack for a little bit. Same with Verstappen, to be fair, I think. Maybe not actually, not as much. We've already been pushing with Verstappen. And he's 3 seconds behind Ocon. That underfloor, I think. That underfloor damage is costing us a lot more than we think, I think. Right, Antonelli gets past Bortoletto into turn 1. Bit of fuel we saved for the clean air, so we can push in the clean air using that fuel, burning that fuel to good use as we gain on Russell. Verstappen is underfueled as he does gain a little bit on Ocon. Probably now he can go full attack, to be honest, till the end. Oh, definitely, actually. And Antonelli gaining... Oh, virtual safety car. Not a full safety car, though. Not a full safety car. I thought for a second there, another safety car was going to give someone a win. That wasn't us, but it's a virtual. That gives us some time to save fuel, to save battery. That does help the likes of Hamilton and Russell because they can have a moment to breathe, unfortunately. And the virtual safety car is out because of Bottas crashing in the Alpine. It's going to be a lock-up, I assume. Yeah, lock-up. Hey. Big hit into the gravel. Gives us a moment to chill out. Okay, we're going back. Let's go. Let's go. Go. Both drivers attacking. Max attack. We've only got, what, like 2 laps left, if that? 3 laps left. I didn't realize the gap was... How? We've made, like, 4 overtakes, and yet the gap has only come down to Lewis from 10 seconds to 9.5. I think he's somehow finessed this win, and I'm trying to analyze what I've done wrong. I've been maybe too conservative. I think I've gone too conservative. I think we could have pushed these guys earlier. I think we could have pushed them earlier. I think that's what we have to take from this analysis of this race, because I think we should have won this race again. But with only 2 laps to go after this lap, I think bloody Lewis Hamilton is going to be back to winning ways in Formula 1. And it's going to be with McLaren, his old first team in F1. And I think we've been too conservative with the pushing, maybe. And also maybe doing the Delta push screwed us over. Because we lost a lot of time in that late pit stop for both the cars. You know, Verstappen lost 2 positions. I think Antonelli lost about 4 positions in that late pit stop to offset the Delta time. And then we haven't used it enough, because we're now here, 3 laps to go, 70% tyre wear. It's too much. We should be pushing it way more. And right now, Russell's still ahead of us. Antonelli, can you please overtake Russell? Like, he's on deploy. Yellow flag. Oh, is it yellows again? What's happened? Is it another virtual safety car? It's another VSE. For what? What's this VSE for? Hello? But okay, we're going. Okay, I don't know what that virtual safety car was for, but we're going on. This is it. We're going on to the last lap, I think this is. And Antonelli just gets Russell there. He just gets him into the final chicane, I think that was, or down the straight. Yeah, no, through 130R was that? Oh, into 130R. He gets him. So on the last lap of the Grand Prix, Antonelli gets P2. But it's 4.8 seconds to Hamilton. The tyre wear difference is over 10%, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's not going to be enough for Antonelli. Verstappen, he's only just closing up to Ocon. Maybe there's a last-minute, last lap triple overtake in Verstappen's locker. I don't know. Antonelli pushing hard. What's Verstappen got? Is Verstappen going to... I don't think Verstappen's even going to overtake any of these guys as we gain 1 second, but it's done. It's done. I think we've thrown away the race win, to be honest, but GG's Lewis bloody Hamilton, the 7-time champ, wins again in Formula 1, and he wins with McLaren.
That is the checkered flag.
GG's, fair play. If it had to be anyone that beat us today, I'd rather it be Lewis Hamilton. No, Antonelli. No, Kimi. You don't need to improve. I need to improve. I should have pushed you harder earlier in the race. But yeah, you know, the prospect of a Red Bull Ford winning or 2 Porsches getting a podium was depressing. Hamilton winning in his season returning to McLaren, that's, you know, I think everyone can be happy about that. Fair play, GG's. Antonelli second. A Porsche did get on the podium, but Ocon's down in P7. Verstappen had another race to forget. P10 and now P8 at Japan. 2 races in a row where he's not been in the top 5. This one, though, wasn't his fault. The underfloor damage hurt him. Obviously, Antonelli had the better car. So, you know, next race, he'll have the same car as Antonelli. So, should hopefully bounce back. But after all of that, poor chair, pole position, didn't even finish the race. How things changed from the start of the race, huh? It is so weird to see him on the top step again in a McLaren uniform. But, I mean, like I said, that you can't not be pretty happy, actually, at seeing Hamilton winning again in a McLaren, no less. That is pretty crazy. Constructors-wise, McLaren do outscore us, only by a small margin, but the rest of them don't outscore. I mean, right now we're worried about McLaren, obviously. They're the nearest challenge to us, but, you know, I still am keeping an eye on Mercedes and Piastri as the reigning world champion, double champion that is. So, yeah, but McLaren clearly are the nearest team to us, and they do gain on us a little bit, but, you know, we're not going to... You know, we can't expect to be outscoring them every race. There will be times they outscore us, and that's up to us to grow into that pressure of taking it. Okay, reconvening next race, try and outscore them again and not panicking about anything that's happening, you know. But right now, Antonelli leading the way still, 86 points to 65. Verstappen still in third despite 2 difficult races, just showing everyone else is a bit of a topsy-turvy one. You know, Piastri's had a very difficult 2 races as well, to be fair. So the 2 people who are fighting each other for the race wins, they're now the ones finding difficulty in the last 2 races. The regulation votes have come in then, and wow, I was the only person who voted for the change to the low-speed wings, and everyone voted against. So I guess I'll just go screw myself. The new underfloor is done and ready for Max Verstappen to replace that broken one as well, and also keep the parity between him and Antonelli. Probably should make some spares soon of some of these things, including the underfloor, actually, because we've only made 2 of them. Probably need to make another... well, let's make 1 spare just in case of that. We'll go for, what have we got? Side pods are fine. Rear wing is fine. Front wing's fine. Chassis is being made. Suspension, let's make a spare or 2 of those, just in case. Once again, we have an odd number of chassis on the parts, because I think 1's still being made. Yeah, 1's still being made. Brilliant. So I'm going to balance it out, and I think Verstappen needs a bit of a pick-me-up after the last race. So we're going to be giving the new chassis to Verstappen's car, which is car number 1, and Antonelli will stick with the old chassis. And in qualifying, it's P4 and 5. So really now, for the first proper time, we look like, in this episode, we're on the back foot. It wasn't maybe a one-off in Japan. How are they doing it? Porsche on pole position with Russell. Hamilton P2. Ocon third. Where are Merc have dropped off. Audi aren't even here anymore. Where's Behrman gone? Behrman got knocked out in Q2. Porsche have come out the woodworks, and they are doing bits all of a sudden. What the hell? Our arch nemesis. Don't you dare tell me they're about to win this race. Don't you dare. P4 and 5. Oh, I'm so glad we won 3 races in a row now, because bloody hell, we've taken a... I thought the chassis upgrade was going to do bits, but clearly we need more upgrades on the car then. Like, we need to take a look at the R&D chart after this race before we simulate the Miami Grand Prix, because we need to see what's gone on. Race pace-wise, we know we're better. We're better on tyre wear, so we could still pull something out the bag. Come on, Verstappen. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, that animation. Oh, it's not us. It's Lewis Hamilton. Where's Verstappen gone? What happened to him? Max, what happened? You had the better car. We gave you the new chassis upgrade ahead of Kimi, and you've scored your worst result. We've given Verstappen the better car for the first time this season. Obviously, we gave Antonelli priority last race. We've evened it out, and Verstappen has finished out the points. What's happened there? Antonelli P2, so it's the same top 2 from last race. Hamilton not only wins again in Formula 1 for McLaren, he wins back-to-back races. Is the title race on? And is it between the old guard, the 7-time world champion, versus Antonelli? Quite poetic, because obviously in real life, Antonelli's the man replacing Lewis at Mercedes. Here, it's a very different scenario. Antonelli for Aarava Archer GP and Lewis Hamilton at McLaren. But Verstappen's down to 4th in the championship, and McLaren gain on us again by 6 points there. What on earth happened in this race? I mean, funny to see Russell bottling off pole position, goes all the way down to P18, so something must have happened, surely. I mean, Verstappen down in P12. Something short, like some crash or what, something has got to have happened. And then look at this, Sebastian Vettel gained 10 places for Ferrari, from P14 to P4. I think there must have been some funny business going on in that race, for sure. But right now, it's Merc ahead of Porsche, Audi, Red Bull, Ferrari get off the mark finally ahead of Haas and Williams, and Alpine and Aston Martin, 0 points. Crazy. I want to look at the R&D chart. What is going on there? What? This is going into my... Oh, my God. The next race might go crazy. You know what? I actually might end the episode here just because of this. I feel like we must manage Miami just to see this in person. Alpine, allegedly, according to this chart, which we shouldn't be lying, are now the best team. Look at the climb they have had from what was basically the second worst team at Japan to P1. What kind of illegal Renault engine have Alpine cooked up? They heard me talk to you guys about, oh, should we replace Alpine with a mod next season? They took that personally because now they're top. What? And you can see how Porsche have been doing so well. They out-upgraded all of us to jump up to P1 from Japan onwards. Whereas, you can see... You can see our upgrade from Vegas to Japan. So, tangibly, the underfloor and the chassis upgrade we made was a big step forward, That was a good upgrade, a good leap. But others have just made ridiculous leaps. Porsche have made a massive one. Alpine, McLaren as well, because McLaren dipped down from the start of the season. And funnily enough, Mercedes, they just keep getting worse. They had a little bit of momentum into Japan. They got a little bit better. And then they just got worse again into China and into Miami. Mercedes now have gone from the nearest team to us in the R&D chart to the second worst. This is crazy. This is bonkers. This is a madness. Generally every other team improving in a ways. Even Aston Martin, just a marginal improvement. But yeah, Mercedes making a massive nosedive, and Alpine soaring up along with Porsche and McLaren. And Ferrari, technically. Ferrari are up there. Maybe that explains Vettel's P4 from 14th place. But this is mad. This is crazy. I thought 2026 was going to be like this. Up and down, new set of regulations, big change. 2027, Season 4, the season where we're hoping to fight for a world championship for the first time. The R&D is going crazy. This is mental. Guys, if you have enjoyed the episode, be sure to hit the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, because next time out, we're going to manage Miami, and it's going to be with Alpine as the best team on the grid. Porsche P2 legit. Unbelievable. Crazy. Just when you think this season is going one way, it's just gone a complete other way. I love this game. It just keeps on surprising me with the twists and hurdles it chucks at us. Crazy. Till next time, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.